Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about TTCF, formerly known as FMCI. I did a previous video on this one discussing the products they have and how they differ to other companies, going through the presentations and everything in between. Now make sure to watch that one after this one here. I'm going to go through the updated technical analysis for this one. Since it has its new ticker, some things has changed and how I think it's going to play up in the market currently, news coming up, and forecasts on the demand for the products. Now make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow with algorithms, punch it out, subscribe and leave notifications on to get the latest out of these videos. If you have any suggestions or feedback, I always listen and make sure to put them down in the comments below. Try to keep it a little bit civil, but listen to all of them. Let's jump right into it. So TTCF. So Tattooed Chef Incorporations. Now technical analysis usually break apart when we go on towards, let's say, a reverse merger or a new IPO. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do a 2-hour perspective to try to determine a little what's probably going to be the next move. Now, and we're going to use as well charts and candles to understand better what the next movement is. So moving averages do look bearish a little here. MACD looks like it's seeing a nice reversal. ADX shows in a strong negative trend, and William %R is oversold. I'm not going to pay attention to this because it's not what I really care about currently. Moving average band is not sitting there. And if we look into something like the stochastic fast, you see it's not even populated. So taking a quick look into the chart itself. Positive news here today is we hit 10% below, and it's not just a dead cat bounce per se. This is called a bullish kicker. After you get red candles in a long time, a bullish kicker is a sign of health. It's a sign of people getting back and feeling a little bit more bullish about this one. Of course, we ended yesterday at 1711, opened up 1672, and then skyrocketed to 1901. Of course, we almost hit 20 and went back. Now, the next thing you need to do is see another green candle that doesn't open up below, of course. You want it to open up higher or around the same range. If it does so, then you have a chance of seeing a nice reversal and perhaps start forming a cup. Now, that is really bullish. Now, supports and resistances, I mean, we don't have a lot of details here, but let's do 1 month, 1 hour, and quickly identify where your supports and resistances are. Current support, strong support, is sitting at 1749 here. And then we're looking at the 1873 mark. Distances 1976, 2060, 2175, 2340, and we're going to be hitting the $25 mark. Now coming on towards news and what's for this one to come. Now, this company here, I've gone through it before, so I really recommend you watch my previous video just because I don't want to be repetitive, so I'm going to be missing things out from this video here nonetheless. Now, taking a quick bite into it. It's a company that has products for gluten-free, vegan, and vegetarian with this kind of hip kind of style that looks amazing. Anything from mac and cheese to cauliflower cheese pizza, buffalo cauliflower burgers to beanie spirals, and everything in between. Next thing here is their Tattooed Chef Foods Twitter account. Now this one is exciting. I mean, every time you look into a Twitter account for a company that you're investing in, you kind of want something you keep getting alerts. Of course, they have SEC filing alerts and all that stuff, but it's always typical for you to, follow them. So drop them a follow if you're interested in this company. And while you're at it, make sure to follow me as well. Now, for a merger here, I couldn't find a lot of recent things back on it, but the main things like presentation, trying to look into things like their competitors and everything. I've done that already for the last video, but for instance, their names to Tattooed Chef, that's basically almost the last thing they put up on there. What I'm going to go through is some outer things that we're looking at, other than these amazing information and let's say their sellers, Costco, Walmarts, and Sam Club. All the kind of different things like CAGR, their growth, all amazing in my previous video. Highly recommend you watch that one too. Now, taking a quick look into their products. Now, right now, you're able to order from their website. I believe it's 5 product minimum, and get it shipped to your house. Now, that's not applied in Canada. I really tried that. wanted to really try the products online, but I guess I'll have to, get myself to the nearest Walmart and pick them up. So I haven't tasted them yet, but I do imagine they look really delicious, and that's one of the things that I really recommend if you want to buy a stock or invest in a stock, especially if you're investing in this one. Give their food a try. If you try it and you like it, then try a bunch of variety and you find the majority of their food is amazing and at reasonable prices, and go for it. I mean, that is the basic old investing technique, right? Drive a Tesla, you like how the Tesla drives, you think, as a customer you're not have a nice experience, then you invest in Tesla. That's one of the things, right? As a consumer, try them first, and then you'll understand what the investment future of this company is. Now, aside from that, just because not all of us is around stores and stuff that, you can get them tried. So if you're in the US, I would definitely recommend to, give them a try. What are the things like? 50, 60 bucks? Definitely worth your investment if you're looking to, as a tryout DD. I do recommend that. But nonetheless, I went through the SEC filings. The record preliminary revenue of $41 million for the third quarter of fiscal 2020. Haven't seen any 10Q results coming out yet. I mean, they literally just became into this reverse merger, so we'll give them a lot of time on that. Next thing is, a lot of these SEC filings, nothing interesting in them other than votes, for instance, for the company itself, moving to NASDAQ, changing the name, things like agreement of the merger. This paper is 420 pages, so I tried to skim as much and I couldn't find anything interesting that would be like, okay, this is a catalyst, this is exactly how we're gonna go. No, couldn't find that. A lot of different investors, and definitely it looks like there's a lot of money behind this, and they have a lot of capital coming up, which is very exciting. Here is the PR that basically says that they have their launch of the e-commerce site, and you can actually order a lot of these things, bowls, bundles, different things like cauliflower crust sheet online. These are including in there. I believe the website is run by Shopify. You can pay using PayPal and your credit card and Google Play. I tried to actually place an order, but didn't go through because of Canada. Next thing is the vegan food market size, and that's very important because, right, you're thinking about what's the trend. The trend is increasing. Dairy alternatives has been a little bit stable, but it's increasing. But the biggest increase is meat substitutes, and for this one here, it puts it really nice in there in the others part. So there is definitely an increase of where we're looking into the market size. That's exciting, and it shows that there is potential for growth for this company. And the presentation that I go through before last time shows that the potential they have in terms of growth increase year per year. So now comes into Ed. We got the name changed. We're back on this. Why are we falling? We went from $27 to $19. And this one here is an unfortunate news for some investors, at least in the short term. And I've seen this happen many times, except with the exception of Necula, because, pumpers got on it, and then after people got sick of what happened to Necula, and then short selling and all that stuff, and SEC investigations and etc. There's been a little bit of fear with reverse mergers or special acquisition. You need some time for it to kind of settle down. You need some time for the panic selling of buy the rumor, sell the news to calm down. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in this massive raids, and you get to see every morning, whoop, massive raids, and it keeps going down. Now we need another day of confirmation of green. And definitely, I do want to wait, let's say, a week or two before investing in this company. This is one of my companies, aside with as well Hylon, that are long-term for me, and Neo. But Neo hasn't really gone through the same thing like Hylon and TTCF has gone through. They need to settle first after buy the rumor, sell the merger, for it to kind of calm down, and then you consider buying it. And so, the question comes in, well, when do I buy? I really like this company. You have one of two things. You can buy now and have a stop limit. And a stop limit, let's say, below $17.85. So you're losing $1 out of 20 or $1 out of 19. So you're looking at 5% loss if it does stop you out. And then now comes the question of when are you going to enter, or if you want to keep your price and you don't want to sell and you want to average down when you have the chance. And that's amazing too, because I do believe in this company. You want to see a bit of an accumulation phase. you want to see their next earnings come out, right? So you want to see a bit more details. So definitely I want to look into the quarter 3 results if that comes out, or the next quarter results. I want to see their sales growth. Now I know there's a lot of capital coming into this one, and amazingly it can be put back into the product as I did mention it in the presentation last time. And I want to see as well double green candles on volume. So that's 2 things. Green candles really show you on the 1-day perspective that there is potential for growth, right? It shows you that people are back bullish on it. Now, out of this chart, we see 1 green, 1 red. Now, this is a very dangerous sign, by the way. When you have green and then followed by red, that's a bullish sign. Bearish sign. In the reverse of this, red and green, that's a bullish sign. So I do expect for the short term, it does jump back up. But in the next thing as well is it has a chance to continue accumulating, and you want it to accumulate. That's the point where you want to enter. Hopefully the stochastic fast and slow does populate by that time, so you want to be at the bottom of it here, and then I would definitely enter. But for this one here, definitely looks like a company that if it proves profitable, that's a big if, right? I mean, I know it's profitable at this point, I believe, but you need to make sure that you're seeing that on paper so for other people that are doubting this company can see it. I'd definitely go in. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Subscribe and like. You have a wonderful day.